It's Thursday, which means we're thinking like entrepreneurs, and today we're going to talk about goal setting that actually gets you results. Hey, it's Erin Smith, owner and founder of the Starters Club, and welcome to Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift from going from an employee to an entrepreneur. Today I want to talk about goal setting because honestly, this can apply to anything in your life, even if it doesn't have to do with a business, but I think it's really important that you follow these three very important factors when setting goals, like I said, in your business or anywhere in life. And the first one is to be specific. Now, when we start a business, a lot of people, they go for that, six figure. I want to make six figures. Well, six figures can mean a lot of things. It can be 100,000, 500,000, or even 900,000. And it's really important that you don't just say, I want to make $100,000, but you're very specific in what you're going to make or what it is that you want to sell or how many units or where you want to be. So if you have a product, maybe you want to be in X amount of stores, and be specific about what stores you want to be in and how many of those you want to be. And I know this sounds silly because you might be saying, well, I don't know yet. And why I say I want you to know these things is because for number two, I want you to be able to work your way backwards, okay? I'm going to use a very, very simple example of this, but you can apply this to anything. So let's say you decide you have a product and you want to be in Whole Foods, okay? You have a food product. You think Whole Foods is going to be a great thing for you to be in, and so you say, I want to be in 100 Whole Food stores by the end of the year. Well, why I want you to work your way backwards is because I want you to know not just what you need to do by the month, by the week, or by the day, so you can set that goal in place. What's it going to take? Because every day, the tasks that you do should not be by chance. The tasks that you do should be being active and being proactive, not reactive. We talk about that in another video. I think it's really important that you're very specific about those goals. So if you know you want to be in those Whole Food stores, well, by all means, you better have your stuff in place and understand what it's going to take for you to be in a Whole Foods if they were to order. Do you have that manufacturing set up? Do you have all of those things in place that when that happens, you could say yes. And second, you may not even know anyone at Whole Foods. So you better be saying, okay, I need to make sure I'm moving the needle forward, calling people, researching. Maybe the first month that's going to get you there is just by researching what you need to have, who you need to know, and making cold calls. But it's so important that you set those. It's like losing weight. If you said, I want to lose a lot of weight, well, what does that mean? And then how are you going to work your way backwards? If you want to lose 100 pounds in a year, how many pounds is that per month, per day? And how much do you have to, how diligent do you have to be? If it's 10 pounds through the year, you really don't have to work that hard, but you still have to work hard. If it's 100 pounds, obviously you're really not going to be able to let up for the entire year. So it's really, really important that you set the specific number and you work your way backwards. And that goes to the third point, have it be measurable. So if you say, I want to make $100,000 in a year, well, what is that by month? And what is that by week? And what is that by day? And when you work your way backwards, you can measure it and say, okay, I'm 2 months in, I've made $2,000. Little off my goal for 100,000. So what does this mean? And you can shift your goals and shift your priorities to say, okay, I need to work a lot harder and reevaluate and say, where do I need to go from here? So it's really, really important that any goal that you set is very specific. You can work your way backwards so I mean literally, every day you are doing something to reach that goal. You know what you're supposed to do, and you want to be able to measure so you can pivot, understand how close you are, how far you are. If $100,000 is your goal by the end of the year, the last place you want to be is 11 months in going, I didn't make anything. I kind of forgot about that goal. So what do I need to do? Because you want to just keep hitting those goals, and moving forward. So if you follow those three things, I can promise you're actually going to be achieving those goals, which is the most important thing that we all need to do in order to be successful. So thanks always for watching. If you have any specific goals you want to reach, I would encourage you to comment below, put them out there. The more people that know, the more accountable you need to be. So it's a really good thing. Be brave. It's okay. We're totally all in the same place you are. So happy to hear it. And as always, thank you so much for watching Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday. It's Erin Smith of the Starters Club, where I believe everyone has it in them to have a business. They just need to get started.